2K Sports pregame show.
NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson with colleagues Shaq and Ken Smith. Tonight's broadcast will feature
Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. Looking at the Lakers, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Clippers in Los Angeles.
And you know what? A shame that either team had to lose that game, because you had to be proud of the way they battled in it.
Man, gut-wrenching. You put that much energy into a game, that much passion into a game, catch up, send it into OT. You want to come away with the win.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. We've got Ibaka. Mitchell is out there with Ball. Then there's Marjanovic. And it's Kuzma in at the 3. And the Lakers, Greg, for a long time could rely on the lure of Los Angeles to draw top free agents. History does a lot, it seems.
Yeah, Paul George listing them on his short list shows they still have that pull, but the Lakers will be big players in free agency, I believe, in the near future.
And Pittsburgh with the possession here. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
Yeah, in a game where offensively they were about as inconsistent as you're ever going to see them.
Well, because you can do a bunch of things well, but if you're incapable of scoring, none of the rest of that stuff really matters.
And as he squares up from mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Well, he did a great job of staying patient, letting the man make his move, and getting right up on the jump shot.
Here's Kuzma. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Mitchell's shot is good.
And giving up some height, he just finds a way to carve out a little separation.
Well, it takes a lot of confidence and toughness to make that play.
Now, here's Dunn, picked by Horford. Dunn kicks to Horford. And the dunk by Horford.
And Horford can turn it up. I mean, just setting some teeth-rattling screens and then insult to injury, rolling in for the bucket.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Ibaka dishes to Mitchell. Lakers passing it around. 5 on the clock. And stolen by Dunn. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Dunn's got his first bucket in this one.
Oh, and a nice look by Livingston, keeping his eyes up, locates the man.
Ball kicks to Ibaka. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 5. No good on the 3. For Pittsburgh, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Here's Livingston. The putback. Rebounded by the Lakers. They're getting their first look at the season at Pittsburgh in this one.
Yeah, and a pair of losses for them in their meetings last season. And the cold, hard truth about it, they just had a hard time beating anybody last year.
Screen by Ibaka. To the right side. Here's Kuzma. Offensive rebound. Livingston with it. The pass to Dunn. Booker outside. 43 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Unloads, and he hits the jump shot.
Look, I don't know how he got that one. About as tough of a shot as you can think of.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Marjanovic kicks to Ball. Pass to Kuzma to stop the drought. And again, no good by the Lakers. Pittsburgh leading by 4. Here's Dunn. Chandler with a screen for Dunn. Feeds it to Booker. Out to the right wing from past the arc. That shot missing. And that does it for the first quarter. It's Pittsburgh up by 4. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And Serge Ibaka, known for his shooting ability now.
He trusts you every time he punts the ball.
Well, if you wonder how much difference a coach can make for a player, there it is, huh?
You heard it in Serge's voice, too. That confidence has already been planted in him. That voice telling him, shoot the ball, is now in his own head. He's going to be just fine.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And guys, when you consider how Pittsburgh is doing, your thoughts?
Just playing suffocating defense. That's been the difference here for them.
And really, for the whole first quarter, they've maintained their intensity. Let's see how long they can sustain it.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And Pittsburgh, looking at who they've got out there. They've got Livingston, Chandler out there with Horford. Then there's Devin Booker, and it's done in at the 1 spot. Well, we always talk about how different eras of the NBA had different feels and how the game was called and how the game was played. Chris, what is the biggest change you have seen to the game since your era?
2 changes. One, you can't hand check, and that's really physical. That used to wear you down, take you out the game, and that stopped the freedom of movement. And that, along with playing the zone, where you can't just guard a guy and have to stay in your area. Those are 2 big changes because it really helped the offense. And so we want to see a lot of scoring, but today it's not easier to score because these guys have wonderful skill sets, but the game makes it easier to score because of the rules, because you can get to the line so many times. Because before a hand check, you couldn't get to the free throw line if a guy pushed you out of bounds almost, because the game was expected to be physical.
Right. Horford gets the bucket.
Excellent job by Horford to shoot that as soon as he caught it. Just outstanding at giving the D no time to react.
Now here's Ball. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Pass to Kuzma. In the corner, Ibaka with it. Ibaka with a screen on Horford. Here's Mitchell. The offensive rebound.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Dunn kicks to Horford. He dishes it to Booker. Back to Horford. It's stolen by Ibaka. Here's Kuzma. Up again, and Ibaka is right there. Ibaka's got his first bucket of the night.
Yeah, and the ability to generate points off offensive rebounds, something Ibaka did a lot earlier in his career before he started spending so much time on the perimeter.
Now here's Booker. 9-point game his last outing, and Chandler throws it down.
And that's an example of willpower right there, guys. I mean, grabbing the offensive rebound and then going back up strong.
And GA, in a close game like this where every possession is critical, that could prove to be a very big one.
And guys, they're showing great instincts too, anticipating how the ball was going to come off the boards and timed it out perfect.
Yeah, these defenders just looked a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Lakers shooting their first free throw tonight.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
Now here's Dunn. Over to the left wing. 9 feet out. Horford with the bucket, getting it done inside. Horford's got 6 in the quarter.
He's giving them a nice lift this quarter. The shots are falling.
Screen by Ibaka. Here's Ball. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
Yeah, you've got to stay with Ball when the pick comes. You know he's looking to get the shot off.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Horford. Again, the miss by Horford. For Los Angeles, they've gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on Horford.
One of the best free throw shooting bigs in the league. But that wasn't always the case for Ibaka. He has put in a ton of work. Boy, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
Ibaka against Horford. Over Ibaka. That one's in there. The Lakers' lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Al Horford.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
There's a screen by Marjanovic. Ball kicks to Mitchell. Hit the tip. It's rebounded by Livingston. And we're through. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game we have here after one. A competitive matchup for the Lakers in the first quarter. Their largest deficit of the period was just 4 points. They were right there within shouting distance the entire time. In the second quarter, they erased what had been a fairly big deficit. That's it for halftime. Glad you could join us.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first two quarters. Al Horford. Pittsburgh shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in.
And Serge Ibaka, remember, it was a first-team all-defense selection. But over time, I think he's become more of a scoring-minded player, and I think that's affected his impact defensively.
Starting off the second half, here's Luke Walton's 5. All out there with Mitchell. Then it's Ibaka. Then there's Marjanovic. And it's Kuzma in at the small forward spot. Ball with the bucket.
I tell you, it's unorthodox to watch, but Ball shoots the ball with tremendous rhythm and confidence, and he has been deadly from beyond.
And Serge Ibaka, the league leader in block shots for 2 years in a row in 2012 and 13, but he sends them back at about half the rate he once did.
Yeah, but even still, a pretty good shot blocker. You add in his finishing and outside shooting, and he's a player to be reckoned with.
Booker outside. A step back shot here, and the shot goes down. Booker's got his second bucket.
Oh, after failing to hit on their first 3 attempts of the half, they finally got one to go there.
There's a screen. Here's Mitchell. He's got 9. 6 on the shot clock, and stolen by Dunn. Jumps up, throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. Lonzo Ball picks one up.
And the length of Dunn really annoys the opposition. So good at sticking his hands in passing lanes and coming away with steals.
Chris, you've been on both sides of the coin for this. When it comes to a veteran presence in the locker room, just how important is that? You know, when you were a young player getting it, and maybe as an older player when you were preaching.
When I was a rookie, Kevin, I needed a veteran just as much as I needed an assistant coach. They were that important to me because when you think about it, that's how you learn your routine.
Wow.
What to eat before a game, how many hours to eat before a game, how to recoup after a game, how to say no to your friends and family for playoff tickets because, you know, you're at home and you got to buy 75 tickets. You know, just kind of how to navigate through life. That veteran player can help. And I think that's one thing when the game kind of got lost in years past, it was because we lost that veteran presence in the locker room. And so, to me, the veteran presence is everything. You know, Chris Mullin getting on me because I'm a rookie. I mean, I would have paid him to do that. So, you know, it's really cool because just as much as they get on you, they help you and they explain the game, help you out with life and everything else. So it's like a big brother relationship.
Oh, that's good to hear. And again, it's Pittsburgh missing.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Here's Kuzma. He's covered by Livingston. Now Ball. He's got 5. There's a screen by Marjanovic. Clock at 4. And stolen by Booker. In transition, here comes Pittsburgh. And the dunk by Booker.
Well, I like that he shows no hesitation there.
Yeah, while he's taking off, no one on the other side reacts. They give up the easy points.
And that replay presented by Under Armour showing us the fantastic steal that led to that fast break finish. Another Unleash Chaos moment. .50 seconds left in the third quarter. Kicks it to Ibaka. 6 to shoot. And stolen by Booker. Passes it to Dunn. Shoots over Ball. Dunn misses. Lakers trail by 3. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. There's the feed to Mitchell. And here is ball. 6 to shoot. Dishes it to Mitchell. And it's all evened up. Mitchell's got 12 points in the game.
Yeah, and Ball, a transcendent talent, I think has a real skill for finding his teammates when they have those good looks at the rim.
And there's the call on Chandler. That is his first foul of the game. It's a tie game here in Oakland. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. Let's listen in now to head coach Stan Van Gundy from a few moments ago.
Hey, get our defense and
We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The fourth quarter of action getting started. Here's Ball. Chandler out there with Horford. Then there's Devin Booker. Then there's Dunn. And it's Livingston in at the small forward. Game winding down, and they just keep changing leads.
And guys, no separation yet, and I really don't think we're going to see any all the way down.
Dunn passes to Livingston, takes it from 10. That shot off, so the Lakers will take it the other way. So it's off to Brooklyn after this game as they have the Nets to look forward to. And that will conclude a long 7-game road trip for the team. He feeds it to Booker. Over Mitchell. Again, the miss by Booker.
He may have missed it, but that's a clean look at the basket.
Plenty of space. Kept alive. Here's Ibaka. And sticking right with it. Gets the foul with the bucket. And he'll go to the line.
At times in his career, Ibaka has looked out of control when forced to finish through defenders. That time, keeps his poise and reaps the benefits.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Ball stolen, and it's the Lakers on the break. Here's Kuzma. Nice spin off the left rim and in. And it's a 7-point Laker lead. Livingston with it. Booker outside. To end the run, and the layup is good.
A good score inside, and the defense really offering very little resistance.
That's just an attack mindset. I love it. Game on the line, he's out competing guys.
And it's Ball at the elbow. Screened by Ibaka. And there's another one for the Lakers.
And you've got to stay with Ball off that pin down. He's very smart at knowing how to position himself in these situations.
Done with it. Now guarded by Ball. Here's Livingston. Terrific design on the pick play. And he lays it in.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Ball kicks to Ibaka to the inside. And Marjanovic with the slam.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Chandler is screen. On the wing, Booker. A minute 42 left in the fourth quarter. And count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3.
And he has the chops for this, raising the intensity when it matters most.
But he's showing you he wants to close this game out. That's an attitude that he brings and is appreciated by this team. That's why his teammates trust him so much at the line.
There's the screen. There's a screen by Marjanovic. Mitchell. A three-pointer, no good. Booker inside. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Lakers leading by 4. Mitchell kicks to Marjanovic. Now here's Ball. There's a screen by Marjanovic. Pocket 6. Here's Mitchell. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Booker, with no one around, sinks it. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And this atmosphere is bananas.
Well, guys separate themselves by how they perform in clutch situations. Give this man his props.
Ball dishes to Mitchell.
Let's call that one what it was, guys. Just spectacular.
No argument here, Greg. That's going to be the play people remember from this game. Now, a timeout called by Pittsburgh. They trail by 4. 32 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Serge Ibaka.
And he's up over 50% from the field here tonight. And that speaks to how solid his shot selection has been. Nothing forced and really no bad decisions. Just good, smart, offensive basketball.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Stan Van Gundy as he talked with his team. He told them to stick with it. He said, this game is right here, guys. This is our game to take. Precision, purpose, and poise. Kevin, we'll see if they can get it done.
And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
And now we've got the intentional foul. And the first of two, no good, heartbreaker.
And at 6'6", Ball, very similar to Jason Kidd in terms of the vision that he plays the game with. His IQ is off the charts.
Now a timeout called by Pittsburgh. They're behind by 4. 9 seconds left in the fourth. What do you think, guys?
And they're going to have to score. Quick foul. Can't waste any time here.
Well, it's a lot to talk about in this huddle. They'll also have to decide who they'll want to foul.
Drains it from downtown.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed. Never in a hurry.
Six seconds left in the game. Kuzma passes the ball. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible. He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
It doesn't get much more impactful than that. Only a 3 can tie.
So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close one. They break the hearts of every fan in the
fading back into